the belle of the ball here, and that's Malaki Starks from Georgia. Georgia's got a lot of players tonight. You notice that? A lot of Georgia.
Well,
Two of the 10 linebackers. I'm just going to give you a heads up. There's 2 safeties even. Like, that's 40% of our 20% of our show.
Yeah.
I had to do math there. Sorry, it hurt. I went to school in Jersey.
Math is good. You're in Florida. You act
math.
like that's better than in Jersey.
Yeah. Listen, we'll never have a device in our hands at all times that is a calculator. And that's what we're always told as kids.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, what now? It's in our pocket at all times.
You need to learn how to do multiplication faster than a calculator because you never have that in your pocket at all times.
Exactly. We don't have just a calculator. We have a scientific calculator in our pocket at all times. This beats anything that Texas Instruments ever made. Anyway, Malaki Starks out of Georgia, 6'1", 205 pounds, 21 years old, from Jefferson, Georgia. He was a 22 freshman All-American, 23 consensus All-American, and first team All-SEC. This past year, he was 14 games, 77 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, interception, 3 passes deflected, and a 78.3 PFF grade. We're going to give you a snap breakdown for these safeties too. So 40 snaps, deep safety, 215 in the box, 271 in the slot. So he definitely moved around pretty well there.
Diverse.
Yeah, that is versatile as hell. First team All-American, first team All-SEC there, guys. Definitely a good mix there, though. Like I said, I love seeing versatility in a guy in a secondary because, listen, sometimes you might need people to move around with injuries. Sometimes your defense just calls for it. Like, it's nice to have it. He's great in coverage. He's got great range. He's a ball hawk. He's great against the run. He's a solid tackler. The biggest issue, point blank, is that his 23 tape looks better than his 24. But they took him out of that deep free safety position much more than they had in prior years. And I think that's what a lot of it was. But I can't guarantee, so I got to put it as a knock. Like, his 24 tape, not as good as 23. But that's what I look at and I see is he is best suited for that free safety, that deep safety kind of position. Like I said, a lot of what we talked about was him in coverage. He's great in coverage. That's his strength.
Yeah.
So you put him in the box, you moved him out of his specialty.
Yeah, I was about to say, you go to the videotape, like you have to put that as knock because just we watched the tape.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't quite as good, but again, it's still good enough. He's our top safety.
Yeah.
But you gotta include that as part of that, because either something's up or it was the positional part. And like I said, I love the versatility, but I do think they kind of mixed it up a little too much for what he's good at. Because when you put it all together, he played less than half his snaps at that deep safety position, which is where his strength is. So, like I said, I think someone's going to get him in the first round. I think he's going to be that probably the only day one safety in this draft. There's a couple other guys that could sneak in, but he's probably the only one that is a true number one, round one kind of guy at safety. And I think he's going to be a good, solid player. I do, especially if somebody needs that, again, that deep safety that's good in coverage, that's got that ball hawk mentality at that point there.
Yeah, he's definitely going to get picked up late round, in the first round, day one.
Yeah.
And he's going to get utilized. Like, there's going to be people like, oh, he wasn't used right in 24. So this is how we're going to utilize him. And then we're going to try to coach up some other things. Because, like, if you put closer to 60% of snaps in deep, like, it kind of makes
higher. I would just put him flat as a deep safety, and I'm not moving.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like, you can still put him. You can still diversify and put him in the slot, put him in the box, but like, it takes away from imperfections at those positions if he's in the majority of where he's good at. Because if you're going up against a quarterback he's never faced before, and 70% of the snaps are deep, and you're spot on deep, you're gonna like kind of know like he's been covering well. So when that one box snap comes up, you might get overlooked. So you can hide it.
A little surprise.
Yeah.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much. Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.